related places, related events, or something like that. Group data to form new categories. We can say that it is so treated as a cluster. For example, cluster houses to find the distribution patterns. Okay, cluster of houses. Okay, how many houses are there in a particular region? Okay, which are close to each other. Okay, nearer to each other. Okay. Then the principle for cluster analysis is that maximizing intra-class similarity and minimizing inter-class similarity. This is very important principle when it comes to cluster analysis. When it comes to clustering, forming a cluster. Okay, maximizing intra-class similarity. Intra-class similarity means, okay, when we create a class, whatever the related objects are there, all those related objects or entities must be close together. Intra-class, inner or intra-class similarity. Intra-class similarity must be nearer to each other. And when we compare with the class-to-class comparison, inter-class, okay, class 1 or class 2 or class 3, for example. So that similarity must be minimized. Maximizing the intra-class similarity and minimizing the inter-class similarity. In this, we have so many methods are there and applications are there. This is about the cluster. Okay, it comes under unsupervised learning, and it's nothing but group of data to form new categories. And the main principle of cluster analysis is that maximizing the intra-class similarity. Internally, it must be strong, right? Externally, it may the quite opposite to that. Maximizing intra-class similarity and minimizing the inter-class similarity. Interclass similarity means there must be differentiation. There must be differentiation between class to class, interclass similarity, so that we can easily distinguish from class to class. Many methods and applications are there. This is about the definition of cluster analysis. Next functionality is the outlier analysis. Data outlier analysis. The fifth functionality of data mining is the outlier analysis. Outlier analysis. So, can anyone give any idea about outlier analysis? Okay, I'll give one example. Outlier is nothing but very unique one, different one when we compare with other elements or components or whatever. Okay, for example, when we have a lot of data is there, from that lot of data, some data does not belong to that particular class or category. Okay, huge difference is there. Okay, so we can easily recognize that, okay, this is some particular information or data is completely different, not relevant, irrelevant data. Okay, so that is also the example of outlier. The best example I will give how to find the outlier. Okay, for example, a customer is there. A customer uses the credit card regularly, monthly basis. For example, the same customer uses the credit card and the transactions up to 5,000 or 10,000 per month. Every month, the customer uses the credit card for payment around 10,000 per month. In a particular month or at a particular time, okay, the spending is not the 10,000, more than 10,000, for example, 50,000 or 60,000. Then we can say that, then the program can assume that we can guess that, okay, that there is a loss of that particular credit card. Some other person, unauthorized person, may be using that particular credit card, because that customer's spending is maximum every month only 10,000 rupees on an average. But at a particular moment, okay, the transaction is happening with the cost of the transaction value of 50,000 or 60,000 or something like that. 50,000 is not the average, not related to that particular person. That means we can guess that, okay, there is a possibility of fraud, or we can detect it as a fraud transaction. Okay, the card may be missed, the card may be stolen. Right? This is also example. Outlier, the completely different one. Outlier analysis. Okay, what can we say outlier? A data object that does not comply with the general behavior of the data. General behavior. Lot of information is there, related information is there, and the behavior of the particular data is common for most of the data. 90%, 95% data's behavior is common. The remaining 4% or 5%, whatever it is there, that is completely different from the existing data. So we can say that that is an outlier, a data object that does not comply with the general behavior of the data. We can say also noise or exception also. Sometimes we can say noise or exception. So what is noise? Okay, for example, when we listen to music, okay, we can easily recognize noise, unwanted data, or exception. When it comes to programming, for example, exceptional conditions are there. Programming language, we use this technique exception. For example, divide by zero is there, right? Yeah. So we can say noise or exception. One person's garbage could be another person's treasure. The method is that byproduct of clustering or regression analysis, right? So how we can perform the outlier analysis? Okay, for this the method is that it is a byproduct. Outlier analysis is the byproduct of clustering or regression analysis, right? And mostly outlier analysis is useful in fraud detection, credit card fraud detection, or credit card or debit card fraud detection, or rare events analysis. For example, the police department use this outlier analysis. Okay, they can predict the behavior of some, what we can say, uh, some person's behavior. Okay, who performs the unauthorized activities, right? In those cases, we'll use the concept of outlier analysis, useful in fraud detection and rare event analysis, right? Next one, time and ordering, sequential pattern and trend. And what do you mean by evolution analysis? So we can say that sequence, trend, or evolution analysis. Trend means, okay, generally we use the word in our day-to-day life, we use the word trend. Trend means, okay, what is happening, the current trend. When it comes to fashion, okay, we always follow the trend. What is the current trend? Okay. Next one, time series and deviation analysis. Deviation, what the name says, how the data or information is deviated from the existing one, right? Example, regression and value prediction. Okay, for value prediction, you can predict the values. For example, the stock market. Okay, what could be the stock value of a particular company for the next 15 days, or after the 10 days or 15 days, or tomorrow also, for example, as per the record, right? Sequential pattern mining. In this sequential pattern mining, first example, first buy digital camera, then buy the large SD memory card. So what is sequential pattern mining? What the name says, sequential, sequence. Generally used to buy, generally we used to buy the product. For example, when we buy a digital camera, okay, at the same time we may not buy the memory cards or some other supporting devices. Okay, after some time, okay, after some time means it may take 15 days or 1 month period or 2 months period, we used to buy the memory cards or SD cards also. Okay, this is called sequence. Okay, first we'll buy the digital camera, then after 15 days or 1 month we'll buy the SD card or some other cards, something like that. Okay, this is the idea about sequential pattern mining, how the patterns are happening in a sequential manner. Okay, that means first of all, one transaction, after some days, okay, transaction two, after some days, transaction three, something like that, right? Then periodic analysis. Then next one is the motifs and biological sequence analysis. Everywhere, where not everywhere, we are using the concept of data mining. Every data mining process, right? Motifs and biological sequences, gene sequences. We used to say that gene sequences, approximate and consecutive motifs, and similarity based analysis, mining data streams also. Present, we perform the mining data streams also. When it comes to data, for example, autonomous vehicle is there, driverless vehicle or autonomous vehicle is there. Continuous video is coming. Okay, and we need to mine the specific patterns. Okay, we need to recognize the roads, we need to recognize the vehicles, we need to recognize the lanes, lane one or lane two or lane three, how many vehicles are there, at what distances the vehicles are available. So what type of decisions we need to take, whether to improve, increase the speed or whether to decrease the speed. Okay, live streaming is there, mining data streams. These are the time and ordering sequential patterns. Okay, ordered, time varying, potential infinite, and data stream. Right. And okay, all these are the different areas. Okay, don't confuse at the introductory level. Okay, what are the data mining functionalities are there? In which areas we can perform the data mining functionalities? Next comes the structured and network analysis. In this, for example, graph mining is there. So what is this graph mining? Finding frequent subgraphs. Okay, in our subjects also, graph theory, we have we used to create subgraphs, right? Hamiltonian cycles, okay, or when it comes to maps, pictures or maps, okay, we used to find the subgraphs, okay, frequent subgraphs. For example, chemical compounds. Chemical compound means in chemistry also, okay, so many chemical compounds are there. We cannot say that each and every component, chemical compound is unique. Okay, most of the chemical components, 50 to 60% of the compounds, chemical component is common, right? Okay. For that, we need to perform we used to say that frequent subgraphs, frequent, okay, frequently appear in most of the chemical compounds, right? And trees, for example, XML substructures, that is web fragments. Next area we have information network analysis. We all know that one, social networks, that is actors, objects and nodes, and what type of relationship is there, that is in the form of represented in the form of the help of edges, objects and nodes. Okay, those are connected with edges. We used to say that relationships. For example, author networks in CS, terrorist networks. Okay, terrorist network. Okay, when it comes to police department or military, they used to find the network. They used to trace the network or the group of people or group of systems. Okay, from where they are communicating, how they are communicating, so what they are going to perform, all those things. They will be predicted. They will be mined. Okay, terrorist networks. Right. Next one, we have multiple heterogeneous network. For this, a person could be multiple information network, friends and family and classmates, all those things. Right. Next, links carry a lot of semantic information, link mining. Okay, next one is the present hot topic is the web mining. Web is a big information network from PageRank to Google, analysis web information networks, web community discovery, opinion mining, usage mining. All these are the part of web mining. Web mining means, okay, billions of web pages are there, grouping the related web pages, grouping the related websites, and performing the ranking, page ranking. Page ranking is nothing but where the most of the relevant information, perfect information is available. Okay, in some websites, the perfect information may be available. In some websites, not irrelevant information is available. Most relevant information is given the first rank, then the second rank, third rank, all those things. Page ranking, right? And analysis of web information network, web community distribution, and web mining and usage mining. Usage mining is nothing but how the user is using the websites. Okay, for example, when it comes to Flipkart and all those things are there, Flipkart and Amazon is there. Okay, what this the customer is searching, what type of product is liked by the customer. Okay, they will finally, after mining, the company mines this information. Then the Flipkart to people or the Amazon people, they will target the customer by providing the by advertising or providing the discounts, more discounts, even though the product is not interested for the user. Okay, that is usage mining. Next one, evaluation of knowledge. Okay, how the knowledge is evaluated. Okay, so after performing data mining process, we used to say that sorry, evaluation of knowledge. Finally, okay, after mining process, we extract the knowledge or pattern. So whatever the knowledge we have extracted, whatever the patterns we have extracted or created or generated, that must be evaluated. Why we need to evaluate? Okay, that means what are the patterns we have generated, what are the knowledge we have generated, whether that knowledge is unique or not, relevant or not, important or not, necessary or not, right? That comes under the evaluation process, evaluation of knowledge. So the first question comes, are all mined knowledge interesting? This is very important. Okay, after performing data mining process, performing or using functionalities, okay, we have generated so much of knowledgeable information, we have generated the patterns. Okay, from that, whether all the generated knowledge or pattern useful or not, we need to find out that one. Okay, if it is not useful, okay, this is meaningless. So the main important question is that, are all mined knowledge interesting? So in this, one can mine tremendous amount of patterns and knowledge. Yes, we can mine tremendous amount of patterns. We can generate large amounts of patterns and knowledge also. Some may fit only certain dimension spaces, time and location. Okay, sometimes we are interested in time or location or dimensions also. Some may not be representative, may be transient. Okay. So how to evaluate that one? Evaluation of the mind knowledge, that is directly mind only interesting knowledge. That is descriptive or predictive. Okay, and the coverage, typicality, and novelty, typicality. So whatever the knowledge we have generated, whether that is typical or not, novelty also. Novelty is also very important. Novelty means unique or creative. Whatever the knowledge we have generated after mining, whether it is novel or not. Novel means unique or creative or not. And the next one, accuracy. Accuracy also very important. Okay, when it comes to knowledge or pattern, whether that knowledge is, whether that information in knowledge, whether it is accurate or not. That is very, very important. If it is not accurate, we cannot consider it as a knowledge or the best pattern. Okay, and the timeliness. Timeliness is also very important. In a particular time only, okay, that must be generated, the knowledge must be generated, or the pattern must be generated. If I say that, okay, I will generate a pattern or knowledge after 2 hours of time or 5 hours of time or after 24 hours of time, okay, it is useless, because whatever the knowledge we generate, that is very, very important. Okay, that will be helpful for decision making process. Generally, remember that when it comes to data mining, what are the results of data mining functionalities are there? In starting class we have discussed. Okay, that is used by the higher level of people. That means, for example, chief executives, the managers at the topmost level. Okay, they need knowledge, they need the pattern, they need the summary, the best information, not the raw information, rough information, lot of information. Lot of information is not useful. Right? Timeliness is also very important. In a particular time period only, that knowledge must be generated so that it can be useful for taking decisions. Okay, next we will see the data mining confluence of multiple disciplines. Okay, how this data mining is related to other areas or dependency. We can say that dependency or interdependency, or where we can use this data mining, right? Just see the diagram, data mining, confluence of multiple disciplines. That means our data mining concept, data mining functionalities are connected to all these different areas, different disciplines, different subjects. That means with our machine learning, okay, nowadays it is famous. Machine learning is connected to data mining, related to data mining. Pattern recognition is related to data mining. Statistics is related to data mining. Visualization is related to data mining. High performance computing related to data mining. Database technology related to data mining. Algorithms related to data mining. Applications are connected to data mining. In all areas, yes, we are not. Remember that one. Data mining, we can perform the data mining process in each and every domain, mostly all the domains, right? Okay. Machine learning, we all know that one. Okay, machine learning. The machine has to learn on its own without user interaction. We all know that, right? Generally, whatever the program we write, okay, that is program is written by the developer as human being. But when it comes to machine learning, the machine has to learn based on the availability of the data. Okay. After learning, the machine has to decide. The machine has to take the decision without human intervention. Next one, pattern recognition. Pattern recognition also very, very important, right? The human beings are the perfect human beings are perfect for the pattern recognition. Okay, cannot beat or even a program or a machine cannot beat the human being when it comes to pattern recognition. As a human being, we can easily recognize the pattern, the people or the pattern or whatever the object within fraction of seconds, right? Pattern recognition is very important. Okay, image processing or pattern recognition also. And statistics. Okay, generally we think that okay, probability theory, mathematics is not relevant for engineering, but remember that one. The base of engineering, any engineering, is mathematics only. And remember, statistics. Okay, all of you, please kindly learn statistics and probability two are very very important. Right? Linear algebra, statistics, and probability. Without statistics and probability, there is no meaning for machine learning, there is no meaning for artificial intelligence or data mining also. Generally, we never care about statistics and probability theory, but for the subject of machine learning or whatever it may be, machine learning or artificial intelligence or data mining, the base is statistics and probability. We must be perfect with statistics and probability theory. Okay, if you are perfect with statistics and probability theory, okay, we can easily understand. Okay, we will be perfect with data mining. Okay. Visualization. Next one is the visualization. Visualization is also very very important, right? So whatever the information we have, that must be okay. We cannot present in number of pages. For example, okay, we have extracted the knowledge, we have extracted the patterns, and extracted, and that information is available in 10 pages or 20 pages or 40 lines or 50 lines. Okay, 40 lines, 50 lines is not useful. That must be presented. Okay, that must be presented. Different techniques are there. Visualization is very very important. So whatever the information we have, whatever the knowledge we have, that must be presented effectively in an effective manner, so that we can easily understand, extract more information with less time. That comes under visualization. Visualization is also very very important. High performance computing. The best example is that okay, nowadays we are using high performance computing, supercomputings. Okay, they use large amounts of data, terabytes, petabytes of data, zettabytes of data, and they used to perform. The best example is that we can say weather prediction. Weather prediction, they use the lot of data, terabytes and petabytes of data that must be calculated, and they used to predict. Okay, for future prediction. Database technology also related to data mining. These two are interconnected. At the lowest level, we can say that database. At the next level, we can say that data mining, right? And remember, all these are interconnected. Please remember, database management system, data mining, machine learning, artificial intelligence, or what we can say reinforcement learning, or whatever it may be, right? All these are interrelated together. And remember, for all this, the base is the mathematics, and we must be perfect with statistics and probability theory and linear algebra concept. Without mathematics, there is no meaning. We cannot understand the mining process. Okay, you will become an expert if you are perfect with statistics, probability theory, and linear algebra. You are the perfect. Okay, you will be the perfect for the data mining or machine learning or artificial intelligence, right? Algorithms also. Next one, application, different areas of it. Okay, This is the confluence of multiple disciplines, how the data mining is connected or linked to with other disciplines, other areas, right? We can say finally, data mining is related to all areas, everywhere we can use in our day-to-day life also. What we can do, okay, we used to learn as a human being, we used to learn a lot of data, we used to gather a lot of information every day, every minute in the learning process, right? So finally, what we'll do, if you want to do perform something, to do particular task or job, okay, whatever we have learned, we'll extract something, some information from that learning process, and we will apply that. This is also the example for mining. We used to perform the mining process. We'll extract some concepts, apply those concepts to find a solution for a particular problem at a particular time, moment in our day-to-day life. It is happening. Data mining also related to us only, right? Why confluence on multiple disciplines? Okay. So why we need to say that, okay, data mining is connected to all areas. On what basis we can say that? Okay, the first issue is that tremendous amount of data. Yes, we know that everywhere, everybody in every domain, they are storing lot of information. Every area, tremendous amount of data is available. Data is available. The next question comes is, so what to do with that data? How that particular data is useful? What we can extract, right? Algorithms must be highly scalable to handle such as terabytes of data. Yes, whatever the algorithm, data mining algorithms we write, we create, that must be scalable, measurable, highly measurable, means scalable, measurable. That means our algorithm must be capable of generating the knowledge, generating the patterns within fraction of seconds, within minutes only, so that it can be useful, so that it can be used by the higher officials to take the decision, right? That is very important. High dimensionality of data. Yes, high dimensionality of data is available. Micro arrow may have tens of thousands of dimensions. Okay, lot of, okay, the information is available in multi dimensions. Next one, high complexity of data. Yes, what are the data is available? The data is in the form of different file formats from different devices, different unique devices, hundreds of devices, and their data collection is different, their storage is different, right? Their storage is different. Okay, we use different electronic devices, components, and their collection of data is different, unique from one device to another device, and we used to store all the data. Okay, that means the complexity is there. So high complexity of data, data streams, sensor data, data stream, continuous flow of data, audio or video. For example, sensor data is there. Sensor, okay, nowadays IoT devices are there. IoT devices, Internet of Things. That means whatever the electronic gadget or device we have, okay, that is connected to internet, and that particular device is generating a lot of information every minute, every second, every minute, every hour, and each and every data is recorded. So the information is available. Sensor data is available. Data streams, sensor data, time series data, temporal data, sequence data, structured data. Okay, just look at this, different types of data from different areas. Structured data, graphs, social networks, multi-link data, heterogeneous databases, legacy databases, spatial databases, spatio-temporal, multimedia, text, web data, software programs, scientific simulations, all these areas. Okay. Everywhere the data is available, everywhere the transactions are recorded, everywhere the data is recorded. The next question comes is that what to do with that data, how that particular data can be useful, in what way we can use the data. New and sophisticated applications. Next, we'll see the applications of data mining. Okay, applications of data mining, where it is applicable. For example, first one, web page analysis. Okay, we all know that one. Billions of web pages are there, millions of websites are there. Okay, so where the most relevant information is available, good information is available, bad information is available, relevant information is available. where irrelevant information is available. The best example is that Google search engine, they used to process the millions of pages continuously and dynamically. They will rank the web pages continuously. Okay, they will process the millions of pages continuously. They will rank the millions of pages continuously so that they can provide the information. Whenever we search something, okay, within fraction of seconds, we used to get the web pages or websites. The topmost web pages are websites to the least websites. Web page analysis, that is web page classification, clustering to page rank. Clustering is the same. So what to do with this clustering when it comes to web pages? Okay, which websites are related together? Okay, which websites are related together? For example, some websites are related to banking, some websites are related to insurance, some websites are related to data mining, some websites are related to medicine, some websites are related to, for example, this is okay, grouping the related websites, web pages, clustering. Okay, once we perform the clustering, then we'll perform the ranking where most relevant information is available, good information is available. Hits algorithm. Next one, application is collaborative analysis and recommender system. We all know that one recommender system, as the name suggests. So generally, whenever we used to buy a product, whenever we search something, the website or web page, they will recommend something, okay, based on the existing information. On what basis they will recommend? Most of the people who are bought this particular product, and this particular product is good, and the rating out of 5, the most of the rating is, for example, 4 is there, 4.5 is there, 4.6 is there out of 5. Okay, that particular product is recommended to the end user. Okay, we all know that one, recommender system. Next one, basket data analysis to target marketing. The marketing people will perform this basket data analysis. Basket data analysis is nothing but when we visit the DMart, the best example is the DMart or Reliance or whatever it may be. Generally, we used to buy different products are there. Okay, we used to keep the products in a basket. So, which products we are buying? Okay, that is called as a basket analysis. Okay, that means they perform the mining process to understand the behavior, to read, to understand the behavior of the customer, each and every customer. So what the customer wants, what are the needs of the customer? Okay, which products are most frequently bought by the customer? Then afterwards they will target, the marketing people will target. Okay, these particular products are bought by the customer in the for example starting month starting, month ending, in the middle of the month, for example. Okay, they used to target. Okay, uh, at the end of the month, okay, generally we don't have the money. Okay, so the product buying a product is very less, very less number of transactions are there. At that time also, the marketing people will target the customer, okay, by giving more discount. In the beginning, for example, it is for a particular product, the discount is 5% or 10%. At the end of the month, okay, at the end of the month, for the same product, the discount may be 20% or 30%. Like, okay, that means even though the product is not interested by the customer, when we see that discount factor, generally the customer will buy. Okay, that is basket and data analysis. In biological and medical data analysis application, the another application is the biological and medical data analysis classification. Same here we perform the classification, cluster analysis, micro array data analysis, biological sequence analysis, biological network analysis. So what is this biological sequence analysis? Biological, for example, we all know that one corona, not only corona. Okay, they study the behavior of the particular virus, how that virus mutates from one time to another time, the sequence, the DNA sequence, DNA or RNA sequence, how the DNA or RNA sequences changes from time to time, how it is replicated, how the new sequence is created. Okay, all these are also performed by the data mining process everywhere. Biological sequence analysis, biological network analysis. Next one, Data mining and software engineering. Okay, in software engineering field also we use the concept of data mining. From major dedicated data mining systems, we all know that one. That is SAS, SEAS, Microsoft SQL Server Analysis Manager, Oracle data mining tools. Okay, these are the famous tools. Okay, related to data mining. SEAS, MS, Microsoft SQL Server Analysis, Oracle data mining tools to invisible data mining. Major issues in data mining. So what are the major issues are there when we talk about data mining? The major issues we need to think about, that is, first one is the mining methodology. So we have different mining functionalities are there. Which functionality is applicable for which type of the problem? That is very, very important. Which methodology we must apply to find a solution for a particular problem. Okay, for a particular problem, we cannot apply all the functionalities, right? So the methodology is important. Which methodology must be performed, used to generate the knowledge? Mining methodology, that is mining various and new kinds of knowledge, mining knowledge in multi-dimensional space. Data mining, which is an interdisciplinary effort. And next one, boosting the power of discovery in a networked environment, handling noise, uncertainty situation. Also, we can use the concept of data mining. When it comes to noise, noise is nothing but unwanted data, unnecessary data, right? Not the needed data, unnecessary data, unwanted data, not relevant data, or irrelevant data. That we treat it as noise. How to handle the noise, how to recognize the noise, how to remove the noise, like, right? Uncertainty situations also. Uncertainty situation means we cannot predict the situation. In that case also, okay, we can apply the concept of data mining. We can use some concept of data mining. Incompleteness of data. Incompleteness of data. If the data is not available, if the data is inconsistent, if the data is incomplete, in that case also, how to use the data mining concepts. Pattern evaluation and pattern or constraint guided mining. Okay, this is about the methodology. Next one, user interaction. When it comes to user interactions in data mining system, we have the interactive mining, incorporate background knowledge and presentation and visualization of data mining results. Next issue is that when it comes to, okay, all these are the issues. Okay, whenever we talk about data mining, first one is the mining methodology. Next one, user interaction. And next, third one, efficiency and scalability. That is also very, very important. Efficiency is important, scalability important. Okay, efficiency of the algorithm, that is very, very important. Okay, today we have generated some knowledge. Okay, tomorrow also we need to generate some knowledge or patterns also. If today's information and tomorrow's information is both of them are same, that means that is meaningless. Okay, some efficiency must be there, some unique knowledge must be generated, some unique patterns must be generated from time to time. Okay, so that it will be very useful. So then we can say that our algorithm is efficient, mining algorithm is efficient. And scalability also very important. Scalable means measurable. Scalability of data mining algorithms. Parallel, distributed, stream, incremental mining, incremental mining. Incremental mining is, okay, today we have performed something. Next, at the next level, tomorrow, for example, okay, that is increment. Okay, uh, tomorrow, okay, that means the new data is added to the tomorrow's data. Okay, the third data, third day's data is added to the day two and day one. Fourth day's data is added to the 3, 2, 1, like that. Okay, incremental. That means new data is added. That means finally, whatever the mining is there, that must generate unique one, because day one, some knowledge, okay, day one, day two, some more unique knowledge, day one, day two, day three data, some more unique knowledge must be generated. Day one, day two, day three, day four. 4 days are there. 4 days of information or data is there. Finally, some new or unique knowledge must be generated. Okay, we cannot say that for day one also same knowledge, day two also same. When we added day two is when day three is added, same knowledge, means it is meaningless. Diversity of data types. Okay, Diverse means different areas, different types of data. That is handling complex types of data. Mining dynamically we must mine also at a time. Network the data, global data repositories. And next issue is that data mining and society. Uh, Social impacts of data mining, privacy preserving data mining, invisible data mining. This privacy preserving data mining means, okay, here the major issue is the privacy. Mostly for all people's data is available everywhere. Okay, we must preserve the privacy of each and every human being. That is very, very important as per the law also, right? While performing data mining process. Just like that, we cannot say just like, okay, I can use any type of data, I can share the personal data of the users, each and every users. And this is about the brief history of data mining society from 1989 to 1991. In 1989, knowledge discovery in databases, 91, 94, some knowledge discovery in databases workshops. Okay, these are the conferences, all those things. And these are the conferences, right? Way to find the references, that is data mining and KDD, databases systems, AI and machine learning, web and IR statistics and visualization. And finally, we reach the end of this first slide. Okay, just we will revise data mining. So what we can say data mining, discovering interesting patterns, remember that one, patterns and knowledge. So whenever we think about the data mining, the output of data mining system must be the patterns, interesting patterns are the knowledge. Remember that one. From massive amounts of data. A natural evolution of database technology is at the starting level, we can see database. At the next level, we have the data mining system. Database technology in great demand with wide applications. The other name for data mining is this KDD, knowledge discovery in data. And KDD process includes data cleaning, data integration, data selection, transformation, mining, pattern evaluation, and knowledge presentation. Okay, these are the sequence, very important. KDD process contains, data mining process contains the first one, data cleaning, next one, data integration, next one, data selection and transformation, then perform the mining process, then evaluate the pattern, then finally the knowledge final presentation, visualization, right? And mining can be performed in a variety of data. And important thing is that hello, అయిపోతుంది just 5 minutes. ఏమైంది మాస్టర్? And data mining functionalities, just revise this. Data mining functionalities, characterization, remember that one, characterization, discrimination, association, classification, clustering, and outlier and trend analysis. Okay, we will study in detail about all these functionalities in the next coming chapters. And data mining technologies and applications, major issues in data mining, right? Okay, as of now, okay, for today's class we'll stop here. In the next class we'll study the main chapters, each and every functionality in detail, right? Okay, but today's session will stop at this point of time. In the next class I will start learning in detail about each and every functionality of data mining system, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, do you have any questions or queries? Can anyone? Okay, till now we have discussed about the introduction of the complete data mining system, right? In summary also, just now we have seen the summary also. Summary, there we can, from this we can understand what is data mining, what is KDD process includes, and the data mining functionalities. These three are very important, right? The definition and the process, what is the data mining process, and what type of functionalities are there of data mining system, characterization, discrimination. Okay, all these are the individual chapters: discrimination, association, classification, clustering, and outlier analysis, and the technologies, applications, finally the major issues related to data mining system, right? Till now, we have discussed about the basics, the introduction of the data mining, the complete overall data mining system, right? If you have any queries, any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
Anything is there? Yeah.
No, sir. We don't have any queries.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Okay. Today we'll stop this session. In the next class, we'll see the data mining functionalities in detail. Very important, right? Okay. Thank you.